All right, we're back. Bloopers are not going to change. They're too much fun because I always do. I start. Okay, so this is a fun one. Last Friday night, I got a burr under my saddle that I was going to figure out how to take one of my famous custom GPTs and embed it on my website so people could go to my website and ask it questions of what I programmed it, and they could have some fun with it. So I asked GPT, can I take a custom GPT and embed it on my website? Absolutely, it gave me. Now, cutting to the end, you cannot. It is not functionally possible. But because GPT told me it could, and right under the bottom it says GPTs can be wrong, check your sources. I spent Friday night till 10 and all day Saturday figuring out how to set up my model and my API. And I finally got in the support group and they said, what are you talking about? You can't do this. It doesn't work. And when I do readouts and we get to CR10, I say, well, if you're like me, you say the next manual I read will be the first manual I read. I read. I spent so much time. All I had to do was 2 minutes of like reading the FAQs, and I would have known this doesn't work. Blooper.
But you wanted it to work. You wanted it to work, and you knew you could.
I willed it to work, and it didn't work. So there's me. Will, what do you got?
Sorry, John.
So I've got an intensity blooper work related, and I'm gonna use it to ask a question of the group here. So I'm in the business of recruiting, and I help companies hire talent, and I was not hearing back from a client about a candidate that I had sent over, and emailed and no response, and emailed and no response, and emailed and no response, and then I'm pretty patient. I'll measure out my communications, but I got a little impatient with this one and doubled down. And the person finally responded and said, I haven't responded because I've been on vacation. Why are you all over me about this? But, okay, that's cool. I'll accept that blooper. Here's my question, though. Why didn't you have your out of office on? If your out of office said, I'm on vacation, problem solved. I know you're on vacation. I'm not going to email you. Silence is not an answer, in my opinion, to being on vacation. How do you two feel about out of office responders? Yes versus no. If you don't turn it on, is it okay to say, wah, 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 I was on vacation, why are you bothering me? Or should you have the thing on in the first place?
I want Ann to answer this.
Should have had it on.
Yep.
How
hard is it? One button.
I'm big on, like, I get itchy if it's like, if I don't hear end of day, but I've trained myself to give people at least 24 hours. But I'm not patient on being responsive, particularly.
But a whole week of no response, and they're like, I was on vacation. Okay. I'm like, what?
No, not okay.
No get out of jail free on that.
No.
And that's your high E ticking, because that high E is the extrovert, and you get that dopamine hit when you send something out in the world and it comes back. When the boomerang hasn't come back, you're like, where's my boomerang?
Yeah. It's stressful for me.
I don't use out of office emails because I don't let anybody know where I am. But that's me.
But see, that's different. Would you have let a week go by and just ghost people?
I check. I check email.
You work while you're away.
I never don't check email. It's stupid. On your phone. What else are you gonna do at dinner?
Yeah, talk to your spouse.
He's had plenty of that. Remember back earlier in the show, small doses?
Yeah, I do.
That's fun. She's like, honey, why don't you check your email for a few hours?
You like Wordle, right? Just do that.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Oh, she didn't even do her blooper, John.
Who didn't? Oh,
Ann has a
bloop. And
I'll do one.
Okay, that's my blooper for September.
That's your blooper.
When we come back,
that's coming back around.
Blooper. Ann, would you bloop?
I would. So this is also technology related. So as you guys know, as I said, I am a minimalist, and not only does that apply to my closet and my general living space, it also applies to my computer.
Ooh.
So occasionally I will get into those folders that really I should never go into, and I start seeing all these documents, right? And I do this because I start having memory stuff. So I need to like clear my memory.
Yeah.
So I start throwing stuff away, which I love to do. I love throwing things away. I love cleaning it out. I'm like, ooh, there's an old, an old picture or an old audio book or a music that I don't listen to anymore. I'm just like cleaning. And then you start getting to the files that I'm like, I don't know what this is.
Throw it out.
I threw away my operating system.
Who needs that?
Empty trash, big question mark. Ooh. That
OS out.
one was costly.
All right. Ann wins bloopers.
Yeah.
Throwing out her operating system.
Yep.
Yeah. We need to give you mittens on your computer so you can only do like the bare minimal things.
Lock those folders. Keep them away.
Now we can say goodbye.
Thanks, y'all.
Good summer. Thanks,
Bye,
everyone.
everyone.